Chat, when I say a new team came out for the absolute fastest possible way to farm SA coins, I mean it. This team, 2 cards is all it takes. The only way that this team is going to get changed in the future is if somehow another unit just as strong as this Eternal Sun Escanor is going to have even faster animations. But that's it. This is pretty much going to be probably the permanent bread and butter. So you've got your casual, free-to-play Green Arthur. He's kind of been this staple slot for a while. His relic is, what, minus 20% defense-related stats. And then his passive is boosting our damage dealt and reduces our damage taken. So that's nice. This Green King, he is going to increase allies' damage dealt by 10% while they are protected by this barrier. The attack-related buff is irrelevant because the barrier won't be broken. But with the relic, the basic stats of our allies are further increased by another 15%. And then Escanor is obviously our damage stick. He's going to be the big man himself. And then this is going to be the coin dungeon / time limit dungeon. I mean, Donna Liz, right? She's boosting extra damage based off the enemy scaling by unique or buff, which is the case in the time limit dungeons. So the other thing that we are going to do is we're going to remove the gears completely on Arthur and King. And then we are going to change the middle and bottom row on Escanor to C gear. And then Liz doesn't matter. So the reason that we're doing that is because all of the enemies in this dungeon, their additional resistances and HP is going to scale based off of ours. So we want to make sure that ours is as low as possible. So we even went the extra step and we took off all of the outfits and all of the cosmetics on literally everybody that's on field. So you're going to see that all these are going to be off. We left the weapons on. And then we even took the extra step and did that for the Link, which in this case is going to be Roxy. Roxy's going to be really good because her Unity is giving a 10% attack-related buff to humans. That's going to help make sure that we can crit the boss on the second part of the stage. So again, we took off our middle row because as a Link, the crit damage doesn't carry over, only defense, and we don't need the defense. So we're just keeping the attack active. You are on top, C on the bottom. And then her outfits are also off, and her cosmetics are also off. We have human on the, not human, number 40 attack set. Number 40 card set, I should say. Boosting human attack. And then if you have to use attack food, which we will, I just don't have that shown right now because I didn't want to open the dungeon prematurely, run attack food. So that's going to be the setup, and we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Starting things off, we're going to see Mael passing the Grace off to Escanor one last time. What a beautiful addition to this game, truly. For a couple things I want to mention that we forgot to go over is, first off, when we spawn in, we're going to see that plus 50% attack buff to everybody. That's going to be from Donna Liz Relic, who's chilling in the back line. The other thing is that the second part of Escanor's passive, he's going to be boosting all of his stats by 5% for each applicable ally in battle, which are humans, Arthur and Eska, and 7 Deadly Sin units, which is going to be King. So, starting off, we are going to AoE and then double lock. The overall strategy for this dungeon is the same. If the bugs don't drop a chest, then we reset the stage. If they drop a chest, we move on. We're going to see the big guy, and this is what we really want to see. The single target damage on his on a single target. 57k attack, forgot to mention that. Minus 20% def related because of the Arthur Relic. And the Retribution. Crit, 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 crit. And give me that extra splash. Incredible. Look at that. One attack. That's all it takes. And you're done. I guess I should say 2 attacks. 1 attack per phase. So now, are we thinking that's RNG? Maybe we miss a couple crits? Who knows? We'll go ahead and run a couple times. A couple more times. See what happens. I think for 100% fact is you're hitting every crit on these bugs. So these guys die every time. I think that is just... There's no way around that. Right? Did we miss any crits before? I don't see any missing crits. We didn't hit a box, so I guess we'll go ahead and reset. Like I said, that is the way to go. You want to make sure that you can guarantee a chest drop, because you're going to get a chest drop after the boss on the second phase. So that's, if you get in double bronze, 24 versus just 12 coins, right? And then, depending on your luck, some silvers and golds can bump that up to the like 40s or 50s. Theoretical 70s, I think, if you were to double gold every single time, which will never happen, but I guess that's fun to think about. We got another box there, so that's huge. Moving on to the second phase again, and we'll single target. See if we miss any crits this time. Come on, double lock. Doesn't get any, it really doesn't get any faster than that. He hits every crit, man. He just doesn't miss. Escanor is Himothy. I don't know what to say. Like, this man is going to make this dungeon so easy. And what's nice, I guess, for the team overall, is that most people are going to have Arthur. And I would say if you don't have King, you could probably find another buffer to use as an alternative. Maybe a human buffer, because that's probably your best bet. So maybe somebody like, I don't know, Jenna with her Relic could be okay. Mikasa could be okay. If you really have to, you can just use Roxy again, right? Because there's nothing wrong with, you know, having to use the old team and double DPS. It still clears fast. It's just, you know, you won't have the peak performance like this. But, I mean, I'm not seeing a miss crit. I'm not going to do every single run here, but this has been 100% consistent for me, at least so far. And I'm hoping that is going to be the case for everybody else. So if you guys liked it, drop a thumb, maybe sub if you're into that, and I'll see you in the next one.